Hey there, guys and gals. Let's get started in session 9. So we are moving into that point in the semester where we are beginning to see the light at the tunnel. We are on session 9 this week, and I'm going to scroll for you a little bit. Session 15 is the last deadline, so we're getting close, and I hope that you are getting excited. We've got some lovely weather getting started. Spring break is upon us in a few weeks, and so hang in there. You have done so great this far, and even if you feel like, oh, but I want to do better, you've got a perfect opportunity of time to improve, but not so much time to feel discouraged because it is quickly coming to a close. So for session 9, we are going to focus on an assignment called Career Soft Skills, and then you are going to complete and submit part 3 of your future course plan. And remember, that is part of the big advisor meeting assignment. So I want to talk about the advisor meeting assignment part 3 first, because that's probably the one that you're going to be most stressed and worried about. So in part 1, you just completed the worksheet where you did a couple of lookings into who my advisor was or what my pathway was, and then you answered some questions about types of classes. That was part 1, the worksheet. Part 2 was degree requirements. So you turned in 2 documents for part 2. One was the Nash Community College pathway document that showed you what classes you could take as a CCP student at Nash Community College to complete this pathway that you're on. The second document is going to be from wherever you're planning to go. So that might be a 4-year school. So if that was you, you used the information in the My Degree Pathway document and you found those 4-year schools that you were interested in, and you found a plan from those 4-year schools that will show you what classes to take at a community college so you'll be able to transfer in when you get there. You may have also decided, you know what, I'm not going to a 4-year school. I'm going to go into a individualized program. Like I've heard from some of you about dental hygiene or cosmetology. Those types of programs would not have a university plan, but they would have their own plan with their degree laid out in them. And so there were 2 documents that you submitted. One was from Nash Community College, and then the other was from your future. That was part 2. Now we move it into part 3. Part 3 is the actual meeting that you are going to have with your career coach. So when you go to your meeting, you take with you your part 1 worksheet. You take with you your part 2 files, the Nash document and the document that's going to help you figure out your future. You take those with you, and then you're meeting with your career coach, and you guys together are going to have a conversation about some classes that you're going to take in the future. And part 3 is a document, and you have access to it. You've had access to it. You make your own copy of it, and you fill out your name information at the top, and then everything else your career coach is going to fill out. They're going to answer some questions about you, and then you guys are going to work together to plan out the rest of the classes that you're going to take as a CCP student. Your career coach knows what to do here, okay? Do not fret or panic about this. Part 3 is honestly the easiest part once you get that meeting scheduled, because your career coach knows exactly how to do this. You're going to meet with him or her, And once they get this filled out, that's all you're going to do for part 3 is just turn it in. If you have any questions about any of that, please reach out to me immediately. Please do not wait until the day this assignment is due to talk to me about it. I want you to make sure that you are working ahead of the deadline so you and I can kind of figure out what we need to do if there's some issues going on. All right, moving on to the other assignment, the career soft skills assignment. Now, I don't know if you have heard the term soft skills. It's sort of a buzzword right now, especially in education. And we are going to look at soft skills through the lens of your career plans. And so you'll click on the document. It's a master template, so you'll make a copy, but you're an expert at this by now. And there are some directions here. There's an explanation of how you'll be graded, and then your assignment starts on page 1. And so just revisiting what soft skills is, soft skills are those skills that it's really hard to teach a student those things. So soft skills are more of the internal skills, and your academics are what we call hard skills. Okay, so my hard skills might be I'm a absolutely wonderful welder. I know how to weld better than the best, and I am top notch in my job. But my soft skills would be I don't ever get to work on time. I don't know how to talk to people. So if one of my coworkers asks me a question, instead of politely responding, I yell and I throw things. Those would be examples of soft skills. So I like to say some things we can teach and some things that we can't. Your soft skills can certainly be developed, but they are more of those innate things. And so you're going to do a deep dive in trying to do some research and figure out what soft skills really mean to you. And then you're going to address some of the things about soft skills, why it's important. And when we start looking at some soft skills, I'm going to ask you to pick 5 soft skills that you really think or know that you're going to have to use inside of your career field. And then you're going to just try to do some reflection on that. So why is that an important skill for your career? Okay, so if I wanted to be an elementary education teacher, time management is going to be one of those soft skills I'm really going to need. And why that skill would be important for me? Well, because I've got to get all the planning done before my kids come into my classroom. I have got to make sure I'm at school on time, because when the bell rings and the students come down the hallway, I have to be in that classroom. And if I'm not, I'm gonna be in trouble, and my students are gonna be unsupervised. And so then we move into, well, how are we going to demonstrate to our employer that we possess that skill of time management? And so there we go. That is going to be a bulleted list of things I'm going to do. I'm going to pre-plan my lessons. I'm going to be on time to my meetings. I'm going to be on time in the mornings. I'm going to be in my room before the bell rings. So those are just, that's a minor example, but an example nonetheless. So you'll do 5 of those. And then you have some reflection questions here at the end. So trying to figure out which one of those 5 you need that's probably the weakest. What are you going to do about it? And then answer those additional questions. These reflection type things need to be answered in complete sentences in paragraph form. Some of these, the items in this chart here certainly can be a bulleted list, but everything else needs to be complete sentences, paragraph form. All right, if you have any questions about soft skills or completing this assignment, make sure to reach out to me. But do spend some time doing some research and learning about what soft skills is. And I think you will find that you already have some of those soft skills. And I think you will find that there are some soft skills you probably need to start working on developing and making sure that they are top notch before you finish up your high school endeavors and move into college and careers. You guys have a fantastic day, and let me know if you need anything.